Hey, good evening, everybody. How y'all doing today? Hope everybody's doing good. Midweek. Looks like we're gonna be approaching the weekend here pretty soon. A little bit of chaos growing in the world, of course. The video topic today that I wanted to discuss is just personal, uh, you know, awareness, risk assessment, risk management, all those things. And to me, it really starts at home. Most of us have or for those that have a garage, single car or two car garage, I want you to think about something. When you get out of the house and hit the garage door button, and you're just standing in your garage, it might be a good idea for you to, one, either get in your car and then open the garage, or two, get your car loaded up and everything with whatever you're going to take to work or wherever you're going, and then open the garage, when you're ready to leave. Because there's been some incidents where people are hanging out outside of homes or around the corner from the home and wanting to jump you, in your garage or whatever. And what they're doing is they're lingering, or loitering around the corner of your house, and then when you open the garage, they have a way in and they overwhelm you or jump you or whatever. They surprise you. So kind of like a home invasion, but they just do it in the garage because you got your hands full with whatever and you're an easy target. So they got the element of surprise on you. So what I would suggest is, load your car up, get everything inside your car, then get inside your car and open the garage and then back out. At least you have some sort of protection around you and you're not so vulnerable. So that's one thing. Same thing coming home. You open your garage door, you get in you drive in the garage. When you're in all the way where you need to be and it's parked, then hit the garage door button, let the garage door come down, then get out of your car. So again, you always have the car as a protection device, inside your garage, until the door's closed, and then you can safely get out of your vehicle. So especially if those that live in the urban areas where everything's real condensed and tight, that's a good thing for you to do and practice with and get in the habit of, because again, things are just so crazy that you have to be thinking about this stuff all the time. You got to use, self-awareness, risk management principles, risk assessment. Your head should always be on a swivel. 360 degrees, check your mirrors, know what's going on around you, anticipate things happening. Brings me to another point. I've discussed it before, but, if you're in traffic or at an intersection, try to leave yourself an out. I always try to leave at least one car length between the car in front of me and my front bumper. So, if something happens, I can, make some moves. I don't get boxed in, or I have less likely to get boxed in, perhaps. But little things like that, that can keep us safe. Another thing is, walking through a parking lot, by yourself or at night. There's things that happen there, people jumping each other, jumping old ladies in the parking lot. And a lot of people don't have weapons on them, unfortunately. But one thing that you can do is just use a set of keys, if you hold these keys properly in your hand, I don't know who all has keys. A lot of people just have a fob, I guess. But if you're in a position where you actually have, ignition keys or some kind of long key, you could just carry this, and man, you could gouge somebody's eyes out with that if you had to, or at least, get them off of you, get them away from you. So that's good. And then of course I've got a little tool here. It's a Shard by Gerber. And that's just a little handy tool, but man, that thing's pretty dicey too. If you could just slash with it or whatever and get people off of you, if you were to get jumped or something. But don't get too busy with your kids or what you're carrying or the phone. You're on a phone call or whatever. You know, try to maintain some sort of vigilance while you're out and about. Again, it starts at home. Think outside the box. You know, anticipate somebody out there, you know, setting you up for, you know, being a victim. Don't be afraid of it. Just, you know, empower yourself to expect it and be prepared for it. I'm not telling anybody to just be scared to come out of your home. This is about being empowered to protect yourself and your family. You know, some people use pepper spray or mace or, you know, clubs or bats or whatever. You know, but there's a lot of different things you can do. A lot of different things you can utilize as a hasty weapon. Like I said, keys, you know, a little tool of some kind, a firearm, you know, preferably. But some people just aren't into that, and they may have forgot it or didn't bring it that day, which is a bad decision. You know, if you're going to carry, you got to carry it all the time, and I suggest you do. But anyway, there's other means and methods, of course, and I'll explain some of them here. But self-awareness, paying attention all the time. You know, where you're going, get out of your vehicle, make sure you got a straight line inside wherever you're going to get as close as you can. Try not to park, you know, out where you're obscured by trees or anything. You want to kind of be in the public view where, you know, cameras can reach you and all that. And try to park under a light, you know, things like that. You know, is it something that you have to go out and do, you know, late at night, or can you actually wait till the next day? You know, try to, again, minimize your risk. You know, if you don't need to go right then, or, you know, if you do have to go, maybe try to get somebody to go with you. You know, and this riding solo stuff, you know, it's just getting crazy. You know, always try to have two people, you know, a running mate with you. You know, if you're going to the store or wherever, try to have somebody with you if you can, especially if it's in a, you know, at the later evening or maybe a dicey part of town, which, you know, would hope you wouldn't go anyway. But if you have to, you know, try to take precautions that way. You just can't be too careful, people, and, you know, you got your family, your kids. So, and that brings me to the last bit of information I want to put out, and that's, you know, if you're in your vehicle and you get caught in a mob, don't open your doors. Okay, don't stop. That vehicle is considered your home, at least in Texas and most other states. The Castle Doctrine extends to your vehicle. I'm not telling you to run over people, but nothing good is going to happen when you stop that vehicle and let them take control of your vehicle. The mob will take over, box you in, prevent you from leaving, and, you know, there's unlawful restraint is a crime, and it could very well, you know, put you in a bad position with injury or death. So I would, you know, encourage you to plan for that, and if it should happen to you, you already know what you're going to do. All right, so just take everything into consideration. Don't sit here and think it won't happen to you and get complacent and, you know, this and that. I mean, it's happening everywhere. All right, things are blowing up, things are melting down, people are growing crazy. Expect it. Have a plan. Keep prepping. Stack it deep. Long live the Republic.